Now, if you've read the title of this video, I bet you're probably wondering, what the hell can posting to 41 subscribers teach you about humanity? And the answer is a lot more than I really thought it would. I thought that to learn about humanity, you'd have to have tens of thousands of subscribers who actually had a core sample, but I've learned more about humanity from these 41 subscribers than I have from anything else. The first thing that posting daily to my small following has taught me is that people are considerably nicer than you think they'll be. For about a year, I've had this idea of posting daily until I get under 100 kilos. But that's all it remained, was an idea. The reason why it remained an idea was because I was afraid. So deeply afraid of what people would think of me and how I would be received by the wider public. But the truth is, the way that I've been received has been far more kind and gracious than I could have imagined. It's taught me a valuable lesson. If you're afraid of posting, it's not because you're scared of what people think. It's because you're scared of what you think other people are going to think of you. What I had in my mind, what people were going to say to me, was 10 times worse, 100 times, 1,000,000 times worse than what I heard in real life. No one's really slandered me for what I'm doing. Granted, not many people have seen my footage. I was expecting the first comment to be, "Who are you? Who's this guy posting? Why are you even posting?" Instead, what I was met with was just warmth, love, and genuine sincerity. In these last 5 weeks of filming and posting daily, I've interacted with about 80 people through DMs and in person. It's gone infinitely better than I ever thought. If you are afraid of posting, the way people are going to receive you is going to be far better than the way you think they're going to. If that's been a major hurdle for you, I promise, just internalize that and sit with it for a bit, and it may just help with you getting over that line and actually posting the fucking content. Because life gets infinitely better once you start posting. Maybe not infinitely, but it's pretty fucking awesome. If I reflect, my actual day-to-day life and what I do, what I earn, hasn't really changed. But the way I move through life is just infinitely better. I owe that to being able to share and being willing to share. The next thing I learned about posting online is that just because people aren't liking, commenting, or interacting with your posts, it doesn't mean they aren't resonating with what you said or what you have to say. I've got a friend, and for the sake of the story, let's call him James out of respect for his privacy. Now, James has probably liked one of my videos, and I don't think he's commented on a single one on any social platform, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, anything. Never comments, never posts. About a week ago, James hit me up and he said, "Hey bro, can I give you a call? I know this guy in the area and I think you should do some training with him, like, sign up and get some sessions." I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, could be keen. And he's like, "No, when you get home, give me a call. I need to talk to you about this." So I do that. Get home, get on the video call with him. He lives 5 hours away, but he used to live in the area. He knows this guy very intimately. And then we start talking. And he opens up to me and confides in me about so many different things. He told me, "I haven't drunk alcohol in about 3 weeks, and it's the longest I've gone without drinking alcohol in a decade plus." I inspired that change, but again, he doesn't like, he doesn't follow, he doesn't share my content. But that's not the point. The point is that I've been able to affect them. I would rather he didn't interact with my content, but made positive changes in my life than he interacted with my content and just said, "Oh, keep it going, bro." We're chatting along and he says, "Bro, I relate to your story so heavily. Like, I've struggled with my weight too. It's always gone up and down. I'm in a pretty okay place now, but, I've been 140 kilos. I've been that heavy and I want to help you. And I believe this trainer would be a perfect match for you. And I'm willing to pay for your first 2 sessions with him." And I was blown away. I didn't know that my story would affect him in that way. I took him up on that offer. At first I was very reticent. I was like, "No, bro, I couldn't possibly do that." And he just said, "What have you got to lose?" He said, "Bro, if you don't go back again after that, that's fine. I just want to, because I believe his coaching will help you massively. He's amazing. If you end up seeing videos of me with a personal trainer, you'll know where that source comes from. And that source is someone that doesn't like, share, or interact with my content. But I'm eternally grateful. And the truth is, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would rather that he's been focused on this thing and not drinking, as opposed to interacting with my content, going, good shit, bro, share, like, yeah. That doesn't help me as much as knowing internally that I'm helping the bro out. The third final thing I want to talk about is that the quality of my interactions with people has only increased since starting to share. And it is because I've already put myself out there online for people to see. So they're meeting me at a level that's a little higher and is a bit more sincere than if I just bumped into them on the street. Well, hey bro, how's it going? And they hadn't seen my content. Everyone that I've met in person that has actually seen my content or seen the videos, they've been really, really nice. My manager even knows about it, and I had my one-on-one. He's like, how's it going, bro? Like, keep it up. He's like, yeah, like, I don't like or follow, but keep it up, bro. He's seen that I'm doing it, and he respects it. The people that I have been sharing with have been sharing with me on a deeper level. Just like my friend James before, who said, you know, I haven't drunken in 3 weeks, and it's the longest I've gone in a decade. I've had so many other people come up with similar things. I've got a subscriber, Solemn, shout out if you're watching, who's in San Francisco, I believe, or SoCal, other side of the world. And on one of my videos, he left this massive comment. He said, bro, I swam 25 laps after watching this video. I've got a subscriber called Nora in the fucking Netherlands. Don't know how. And she comments on pretty much every single video, just, you know, hey, I'm going along. I'm, you know, I've lost this much weight. That's such a good thing. This is what I do. I really like what you have to say. I want to take that framework. I'm going to think about it. It's fucking awesome. Since starting this journey, I've gone on walks with people. I've trained with friends. Their genuine interest in me as a person has just kind of uplifted. You know, how long have you got to go? What do you need? Is there anything I can do to help out? Let me know if you need any tips. I know a person that does this. I know a person that does that. I think you should buy a mic. I think you should get a camera. You know, bro, get an iPhone. Android's ass. Stuff like that. It's just really, really fucking rewarding. So if you're thinking about going online and posting daily, my question to you is, what have you got to lose? For me, it was about 56 fucking kilos. But beyond that, I had absolutely nothing. Doing this journey, my weight's only going to drop. I'm only going to get healthier and more ready for the world at the end. I genuinely cannot see a single reason why I shouldn't keep going. And I also don't see a single reason why you shouldn't start. So if you've got an idea and you really want to do shit, just start. I'm not a fucking social media expert or anything, but I feel like I'm getting less shit at this. Every single day, I'm like 1% less shit. And if that doesn't mean something, then fuck, I don't know what does. If you enjoyed this content, then please slap a like and subscribe along. And if you want to see how 17 subscribers changed my entire life, check out this video here.